Onivia, League of Legends highlights.
Perhaps in the bot lane, looks like it.
Yeah. Having some rough times there in that relationship.
They're facing off against each other at the bottom of this draft. Whereas, you know, with this lane priority in the bot lane, which has been non-stop in favor of T1. Good CSing by Leo, regardless, actually staying even. They're just going to be able to force this Drake into their favor. And Krako's just caught at an unfortunate timing and just back. So nothing else traded on the map, sadly. Okay, they're not done yet.
They're still here. They just walk up to Effort, and he is just dead. Not respecting the fact that they could have stuck around, and they will punish, as now Krako, he's going to get Hextech ultimatums, but
He's going to look for the Drake, though.
Yeah, and we'll see how this one does go. Keria in position to potentially punish here. No flash for him. Nice dodge from Krako. He's got that speed that we did mention. Here comes Effort over the wall. Nice shockwave in the back, and the Rakan just dies. But here we do have a front line finally as Leo moves in. Krako also running forward. Gonna sustain a lot of damage, but now Fate looking to press the issue alongside of Leo. They're gonna pick up a double kill now for the Victor. Use it, you know. Yeah. You're just gonna get ranged down and not have a fun time. So here's Liiv SANDBOX. They're looking to make a statement. They have Shelly, and they want to dive. It's going to be a 4-on-4, it looks like, with double teleport coming in as Keria looks to engage. That's not going to be too fantastic. Great Featherstorm comes in from Teddy, but immediately Keria is going to go down. We also have the rotation now from Liiv SANDBOX. It's 5-on-3 now as Talia a bit zoned away. Nice shockwave, but here comes Summit looking to pick off one, and he will be able to take down Closer. Now in the front line, Kana desperately trying to get the follow-up engage, but won't be able to.
Everyone's so low.
Low health bars here on the side of Liiv SANDBOX. They want to get that engaged, but Teddy's still very healthy. Is that wall gonna knock up Leo here? He's gonna have to be the damage, but it is not enough. They're being kited down here in the little alcove, and that is gonna be the ace for T1. They play out that very precarious situation.
Awesome. Historically speaking, it has been.
Oh,
so
absolutely.
So like you look at Teddy here and you go, well, you know, we can give them that first pick
really well. T1 are in a great spot. I feel like Krako still hasn't done anything. Fate in a okay, well he's just dead. See you later. He didn't have flash, actually. That was about 10 seconds away from having flash. And Keria notes it and takes him down.
Yeah, really, really good communication on T1 side. You know, Closer probably the one to, you know, relay that information. Keria's got it in his mind, and they just pop it off. Okay, Weaver's wall here, a little bit odd, but there's just no way out here for Liiv SANDBOX. I think with the turret still up, I mean, small misjudgment, I think, there by T1. Turret with Victor for Fate is going to be massive. Once again,
Krako's desperately trying to be relevant, and I love his effort.
Yeah.
Right? No pun intended, of course.
Sure.
I love how he's really trying to abuse the speed of Udyr and look for moments to pop forward and pop back, but so far, again, hasn't really amounted to too much. T1, they give away the Cloud Drake. They're like, okay, whatever, sure. We're going to get position here on the lanes instead and look to zone you out and take more map pressure and map control.
You talked about the range issue, and you know, with Victor on the on the Drake and with Liiv SANDBOX completely grouped up there, there's not a way to really collapse in here into the lane. Whereas T1, I feel like we're taking a, if they decided to contest that, they would have been taking a pretty big risk positionally versus the Victor, right? And the setup that Liiv SANDBOX had, Krako's positioning there as well towards the Drake. So instead of just trying to take what could be a suboptimal fight over a Drake that's not as consequential as some other potential Drake types, they went to lane, and Krako again.
Uh-oh, again, here we go. Oh, man, just ulted under turret. We see it twice now in a row. The flash from Keria, maybe a little bit overzealous, as even Teddy is going to get low from that. Closer.
So Liiv SANDBOX have a long distance to traverse before they can even try to contest this. It's already at half health. This feels so disastrous, so desperate.
Gotta go. They have Meganar here. They're going to try to get on top of Closer. Leo into the backline. They take out Closer, and a great follow-up here from the side of Liiv SANDBOX. But where is the damage? Krako is alone, and that wall was just immaculate. It kept all 4 other members of Liiv SANDBOX zoned away and not able to follow up.
Yeah, this Talia pick has been fantastic for Cuz. Great debut game here for 2021. He's had so many great moments. His timing, even his level 6 gank that didn't initially result in the kill, everything he's done on this Taliyah pick has been so perfect, and I don't think that Liiv SANDBOX will leave that one open again, even on blue side as we see the engage once again.
Okay, nice knock up here from Effort, but again, it's just going to amount to the 1 kill going the way of Fate. Some low health bars here on the side of T1, but they're still going deep as they look to take out Summit, and they finally do, but a lot of low health bars still as Fate is going to get engaged upon Effort, desperately trying to help him out, but will eventually go down. Will Fate. Krako for the follow-up here. T1 are not backing down as Kana is just going to be taken out. He gives that kill over to Leo, and the teleport coming in from Closer.
You're not a god at this moment. You're not untouchable.
Well, we're going to have Hex Flash over the wall. The follow-up here on a Krako and Summit. They both just look absolutely doomed. Krako is on the run, but, I mean, he's got so many people after him here. He's a fast boy, but can he get actually out of this one?
Nope.
Not going to be able to dodge that ability, so 2 kills for nothing. T1.
Yeah, Kana is 6-1 and 3 at this point. He's just caught so many different people alone in the side lanes, and this is just no exception as Marco's kind of, you know, running it down a little bit there. It feels like this is really the beginning of the end here. T1 going to grab an inhibitor, and the second one is free for the taking. Unfortunately, Liiv SANDBOX just don't have the tools to deal with this 3v5, and down it goes, and, you know, they can't end here with the respawns coming up in just a moment, but Elder Drake, or there's a Baron available, is, okay, Kana.
All right, well, not sure what Kana was doing in there, but he will be punished for his transgressions. You shouldn't be there alone in the enemy jungle. I mean, we've talked about how we're not a big fan of Rakan, but at least he can do stuff like that. 5v1.
I like Rakan, just in this case, it feels like it's so limiting, you know?
Taliyah up, and let's see what happens. Like, and then the follow-up is, of course, just a picture of Shock Pikachu. As they're looking to push in here on the last remaining inhibitor. We'll see if Liiv SANDBOX can get any kind of defense going. They do have almost Mega Gnar, I suppose, but insanely fed carries on the side of T1.
Yeah, it's going to have to be Krako trying to lead the charge.
All right, well, he's trying to get a couple of stuns, and Keria is going to get isolated here just a bit. Mega Gnar does come out. Krako, though, immediately going to be blown up by a nice shockwave. In goes Summit, a gigantic engage, actually, trying to get on top of Closer, but at the end of the day, Teddy just does way too much damage. Keria says, here, you guys deserve a treat. I'll be generous. Gives his life away. And T1, against Kai'Sa, they might actually consider not going in here. They were moving out.
They have so many minions,
Kai'Sa
though.
and Victor. Yeah.
I think they could commit, although they have to be decisive. They can't just sit here and eat deathly. They're just going to have to back out now. They definitely wanted to at least get the next... Victor's getting a kill here. Fate's not done with this. A little bit of indecisiveness.
Yeah, well,
they get neither the Nexus turret, nor do they get... Well, with T1 respawning, they're just going to head straight to Baron and look for the fight. They clear pretty quickly, right, with the Victor. Liiv SANDBOX, they're not just going to clear vision. They're actually going to commit to this. Victor's just going to stay back to defend. This is risky, but you got to take risks when you're behind.
TP's coming in. This is exactly what you do as a response. Kana, as the Camille fed at this point in time, he just totally ignores Fate, and that wasn't really the play. As he thought he was a bit stronger than he actually was, I suppose. Keria going to move in here. That shockwave gets nobody. Baron does go the way of Liiv SANDBOX. Now they're going to get on top of Closer here, as this game a bit more messy than it had to be. As Kana's going to go down, we have the TPs coming in here from Liiv SANDBOX.
The minions are pushing down that Nexus turret.
Or you're just going to have your base pushed. So make a decision. They're going to go here for the Baron. The wall is going to come down, but that kind of keeps everybody inside Liiv SANDBOX safe for now. They're like, okay, thank you for the wall. That's very nice of you. We're going to take down this Baron. For us, Udyr is going to get that, but they're just going to try to stop the back. Keria going in, trying to get on top of Leo, but we have triple back on the left side, and they should be able to stop this, but the Kai'Sa is going to go down. Effort desperately trying to save his AD carry here, but that is not going to happen. So 2 members of Liiv SANDBOX now are down, and we'll see if they can defend even with the Baron.
I mean, this is a game of chess that T1 won. Okay, you send half your team back. We're going to delay the other half, and then we're going to beat them in a 4v2 fight. Then what are you going to do? You got 3 back. You defended your base, but how are you going to defend against 5 members of T1 now, even with Baron buff? This should be over.
Oh, boy. Trying to get on top of Krako here. It's protect the president. Fate needs to survive and clear the waves, but I don't know if he has that. He's going to stopwatch, and he is just probably going to go down. He's going to zap one, though, and stays alive for an incredibly long amount of time. How is this guy still alive? It doesn't matter, though, because Teddy is still as well. And Fate has bought a lot of time, but Teddy, it looks like he just wants to auto down this Nexus. Krako being a pest here on the left side, but he's going to go down as well. Double kill now to Teddy, as he will just be able to auto down that Nexus just barely. Actually dies right at the...
Well, that's maybe why also
What's going on here?
Is this a real game of LCK, or is this a draft bug?
It's cool.
Yeah, I mean, the draft got a little bit weird with all the bans we had on Marksman. You're going to see Krako kind of caught in an awkward spot here, and Fate
I
can't
think he's
save
just
him.
dead. Oh, Cuz will go over the wall. Okay, he was just waiting for the stun. First blood very easily. Krako in a really awkward... Yeah, and this is the thing, you know, in the past, we always used to see Tom Kench over and over and over again. We're going to have a one-on-one here. We got Pantheon coming up to the top side, but Kana looking to turn it around. The Gnar ultimate does come out. The damage should be good enough, but Summit has to flash away. And that will be enough to get out of harm's way, and no triumph there for the Aurelia. Yeah, this bottom lane is just a disaster right now from the SANDBOX. Effort is just dead. There is no hope for him, even under the turret, the second turret in the bottom lane. And, well...
Yeah, and did get picked, but... Like, this is a 30 CS lead now. And Effort is... Where is he?
What is going on?
What?
I think he was trying to stop the... He's brought out in 2021, and T1 are like, nope.
I mean, look at this.
We have evolved. You can't just dive in. They're just going to dive the turret. The Tom Kent is easily dead. I mean, there's no way you're getting away.
Against the Kalista,
takes,
too, like...
Yeah, takes a little bit too much damage, but that's okay.
I mean, they're not done.
Gonna pull him back, and Leo's dead, too. There's just... You're not getting out of this. Well, actually...
I think he's still dead, but...
Doesn't flash. I think he should have just flashed and taken the kill, but yeah, they're just going to wait and give this one to Teddy.
Just making sure Teddy can carry again. Meanwhile, Kana 1v3 having a decent time up here, buying time.
Yeah, he's also dead. Okay, well, Closer tries to help out there a little bit late, but not.
Oh, no.
We'll actually get the root onto Summit. You can see just the amount of damage they do. I mean, Carrier doesn't even have that many items at this point in time. Summit looks like he might just die here. He's going to hit the Mega Gnar, and actually, this time around, it looks like Cuz, just barely, is going to be taken.
Yeah, I just can't get that blast cone away.
Flashing away from the support Nico. It's just like the scariest thing. Maybe he was actually in his chameleon form there, but either way, we have a trade down in the bottom side. Kana flashing away from the wallop, or at least he tried, but was a little bit too quick on the trigger there. So Summit will pick up the kill, up a level, and Kana
showcasing a little bit of overextension as Effort's going to go ahead and find his way on the backside of Teddy, who now has to play ring around the rosy.
Nice try, Teddy, but not sure about this one. You can see he's really desperately trying to trade this one back. They're going to give that kill over to the Jhin. It kind of looked like they wanted to give that to...
For Liiv SANDBOX's sake, they can bring it back, because once again...
Oh, no. What is going on in this top lane? Poor Kana. He's desperately trying to get something going, but he keeps getting caught. And there's just no way for him to get out of here, as now the Nico's got to get in there with a Pop Blossom. Leo is going to have to flash away, as Closer just barely gonna get away from that one, but does get sniped from range. And at the end of the day, now Krako and Effort trying to move forward, but they are not gonna be able to get much. So many low health bars here, and now Cuz is just going man mode onto so many members of Liiv SANDBOX. He gets a double kill, and Leo just zoned out for a little bit too long. Summit desperately trying to play carry here in this game, as Teddy not able to take out his AD carry opponent, as at the end of the day, it's going to be a kill onto the Jhin. Going very well, but they have a side lane that has just been a disaster. And now that another die that's not going so well, as Cuz is going to move forward. And again, this is directly into Jhin victory. So you're going to have a ton of damage straight in your face if you're just running in, so you got to be careful. As T1 now on the run. It looks like at least they will dodge that fourth shot. But now Liiv SANDBOX on the Dragon. Fate in no man's land is going to have to flash away from that one.
Yeah. And Cuz and crew are now going to actually try to... Well, it looks like they were going to try to grab Summit here, potentially, but I think that he wants to grab them. He's at the front here, and T wanted to be careful about going into this choke point once again. where there's so much CC, there's so much frontline to actually make sure that Victor, Fate in this case, can actually do tons of damage. T1 actually now starting to lose a lot of health. Kana's looking for the flank. Off the flank, and there it is.
Pantheon getting in. Kana with that big flank that you did mention. Krako totally isolated, and Kana's actually getting a decent amount of work done here. He's even going to survive at the end of it. We got the Pop Blossom coming in from Keria, and he is pretty low, but Summit can't do it all alone. This is the problem. He's going to get the one. And now he's desperately trying to get on top of actually the Callista here, and he is going to take out another one. Can Summit actually do it alone? Maybe I'm going to be eating my words here, as he's even going to survive on the back of that spot in this game. But we'll see what they
don't have an amazing front line, actually. You know, T1 don't. And they don't have great peel. They have really nice engage. They need to win the fight very quickly.
All right, well, the ball carrier getting a lot of work done there, but they can't get the damage on the Krako, and now Cuz is all alone. He is going to be able to walk out of that one, thankfully. And with the Ocean Soul, if you take trades like that and you don't die, it's not going to be bad, I suppose.
Not over,
now they're a little bit zoned away. As here we do have the Jhin ultimate coming out here. Cuz trying to tank up as much of that as possible. And T1 will regain position here in the mid lane.
Look at where, you know, how these fights are going. If T1 can't actually win the fight in the initiation, they're really struggling to close them out. Here's a flank from Cuz.
Okay, trying to get on in there, and they do get the knockup onto the Victor. They would love to take away Fate, but that is a really nice devour. Fate will live, but effort might pay the price in the front line. He's just on the run here. Kana with no ultimate. He's just going to get exhausted. Not even able to take out Krako, and he will go down. Moving a little bit too far forward, and Summit is so massive at this point in time. Summit trying to do his best to zone away T1. As a team here, he's going to lose Meganar, though. Do Liiv SANDBOX have the damage to burst down this Elder Drake is another question. And if T1 can corner them with a big Pop Blossom, then they'll have all the engage they need. But Keria takes a ton of damage. There's the engage, though, with the Shockwave onto Krako, but Keria is a non-factor on the backside, and so is Cuz by himself, zoned away. And Fate is doing way too much damage in this game. As the heal,
he's untouched.
Is going to come out.
He's basically untouched here, Valdez. And the Elder Drake is on Team Liiv SANDBOX right now as well. T1 kind of getting caught there, taking a ton of damage. Now they have to reapproach here.
Krako's getting low. Summit, though, with the Mega Gnar. They're going to try to burst him down, but the Devour is there again. But here comes the engage and a massive Gnar ultimate onto 4 or 5 members. But Keria's follow-up is just pristine. And you just give that Pog vote right to Keria right now. Hops in there and gets it off. Might have been the Fate's call. Who knows? It was just the best engage ever.
It was so perfectly done. And it was in a crisis moment as well. The follow-up there.
They're going to try to end.
They are going to end. I mean, they have the pushing power to at least grab. Well, I thought they were going to commit this fight. And then look at Summit. He's isolated, he's rooted, he's by himself, but he gets eaten here, devoured, and then boom. Yeah. This is going to be very much a heroic defense if there is going to be one for Liiv SANDBOX now. Elder and Baron together. We got both corners of our UI covered up, T1 do. And there's the executes there that come with it. The Baron buff is going to mean that the minions are going to crush this inhibitor so quickly after the turret goes down. Go ahead, curtain call defensively here as Cuz is looking for action.
He's so big now. He is quite tanky indeed. And finally he can frontline. Nice devour there onto the Gnar. And T1, they're not going to push the issue in the mid lane. Looks like they want to rotate up here, but
they don't know where the rotation is from closer. It looked like they were trying to catch a rotation there, maybe catch him side laning, but he just simply is rotating safely towards where the rest of the team is. So there's no pick potential here for Liiv SANDBOX. They wanted it so badly. Just going to have to take a defensive fight. Teddy,
what's going on here? He doesn't have a Devour on his side, but was it a bait? Summit does it again, and they take out Teddy. But the follow-up from T1 is pretty good. They've got Kana in the back line, and it looks like Leo is going to go down as well. T1, it's not pretty, but it looks like it's going to get the job done. They're going to push in for the ace, and they will take this game.
Liiv SANDBOX pitting up a great fight here in this best of 3. 2 amazing games that went late game, where T1 did struggle to finish after having a massive lead in both games 1 and 2. They close it out here cleanly in this second game here after taking every single objective on the map. But boy, did Liiv SANDBOX put up a fight.